Alright. I don't know why I'm out of breath. It's so hard talking to myself. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and welcome to my first video with this backdrop. I am so happy to have my ear wall be my YouTube backdrop. I've always had a big ear wall, but it's never been conveniently placed. So with getting a new house, I wanted to have my ears in my video because why not? And it's really good wall decor in any room. So now instead of wearing ears, I'll just sit here and make it look like I'm wearing ears. And maybe for whatever's going on, I might just kind of rotate and have a different backdrop in different videos and shake things up a little bit, but here it is. So for today's video, I have a couple boxes to open today. I should not have done this. I am really running out of money, but when Disney runs a sale, you run, you don't walk. And that's exactly what I did technically for both of these. So I have two fun things to open today. We're gonna do the smaller one last because that's more exciting in my mind. So we're gonna open this box. Always start with first impression. It's not dented. I tend to get some pretty damaged boxes from Shop Disney, and we didn't this time, so we're starting off on the right foot. So I ended up making this purchase because I saw that Disney was running 40% off. That's an insane sale, and they're not even necessarily on out of season items. It was all categories. They told me in the email and on the website that it was like specific toys, clothes, and something else, but it was literally everything under the sun was on sale. And so I loaded up my cart, I found a bunch of things I wanted, and I told myself, like the way I always do, if I keep thinking about it, I'll go back and buy it. And I decided that what I had in my cart was too much. I couldn't afford to spend quite that much money, so I pared it down, and then I let it sit there, and then I realized that every like 30 minutes to an hour, I was going back and checking to make sure if anything sold out. And this happened several times, and I told myself if I keep checking to see if it sells out, and I know I'm gonna be upset if it does sell out before I can purchase it, then I'm just gonna go for it. So that's what we have right here. There are 3 things in this box, and I'm very excited about all of them. So, this is what we got first look. I love this tissue paper. I save it and reuse it every single time. It has got silhouettes of various characters, and I think it's the cutest thing ever. Even though it's just a tiny little piece on top, I think it's great. I will say that they really packed this thing, and maybe that's why nothing broke, but I have never had this much stuffing paper. I've actually never had stuffing paper like that in a box from Disney, so that's most of the box, most of the contents right there. We've got my packing slip, same as always. So we're gonna start with, let's start with the one on the bottom. We have a t-shirt, and this is my first Disneyland t-shirt. If you saw my video, I did take my first trip to Disneyland just this spring. I had never been before, and oh, interesting. Oh. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, but that's kind of, okay, we'll get to that. I took my first trip to Disneyland in the spring because I was on a work trip and I was already in LA, and I thought I can't come all the way to California from Ohio and not go to Disneyland, especially when I've never been before. I hardly spent any money. I was on a low-buy year at the time. I allowed myself to get an ornament and nothing more, but I figured it was time to add some land to my world collection, and so I got this t-shirt. Hopefully you can see it all. I can't see if you can see it all, but it is yellow, clearly, and it says Disneyland, and it is Mickey, Goofy, and Donald riding in this car. It says the happiest place on earth because Disneyland is in fact the happiest place on earth. To go on a tangent, a lot of people call Disney World the happiest place on earth, but that's not true. Disney World is the most magical place on earth, so there are different slogans for the different parks, and I think that the parks hold true to their name. I do believe that Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, and I do believe that Disney World is the most magical place on earth. They just have different vibes, and those things really fit the park. So regardless, what's interesting about this t-shirt is the shirt seams. I don't know if you can see with the light. There you go. It's got a diagonal seam coming off the shoulder, which I mean, I guess my sweater has that too, but it just feels more noticeable, almost more baseball tee-like than your traditional shoulder seam, because normally your shoulders have seams like right in the corners, and this one does not, but that's okay. I ordered it in a large, so it's slightly oversized. I don't like too oversized. I do want you to be able to see that I'm wearing pants, so I wanted it comfy and oversized. I don't have a lot of yellow in my closet, and I think it's pretty great. This shirt was originally $29.99, there it is, and it at 40% off I paid $17.99. Let's go with the next one that kind of, I don't know, there's something weird going on. I don't think it's weird with the item. The item looks okay, so I'll just end up cutting the tag off because there's something weird with the tag. But I've got these, okay, these next two probably have names and I have no idea what they are, so just let me know in the comments if I don't know the name. But we have fuchsia ears. I don't know if these are called the fuchsia ears or whatever, I don't know, but I got these. They're hot pink. It's got a nice satin bow there at the top and obviously glitter, and then this is the back, looks like more of the same. These are also $30 full price in the parks. I find that to be way too expensive. I will not pay, okay, this pair right here, the Canada ears, those and these ones, okay, 2 pair. These were a Christmas gift. These I have my eye on for months, but I never pay full price for ears. Those are literally the only 2 ears in my collection that I've paid full price for, because I think $30 is outrageous. I'll go buy a better pair from Etsy for slightly cheaper, but when these are 40% off and they're $18, that's worth it to me, so I ended up with this pair. What caught my attention, what's really odd to me that I have never seen before, is this tag, and thank goodness it's only on the tag. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's got like dirt on it. These ears weren't in a bag or anything. There was nothing protecting it. But these tags are way too long to dangle from my head anyway, so I'll end up cutting it off. Pro tip, once you cut your ribbon, go over it with a lighter. I'll show you. I did it with these because the tag is just too long. And if you go over it with a lighter, it prevents it from fraying, and it also prevents a hole from forming in the seam. Having worked merchandise and having cut off a ton of those tags, you tend to see holes form in that seam. Another fun fact, once you cut this tag off, and maybe things have changed, I did do my program 4.5 years ago, but 4.5 years ago, if you cut off the tag of your ears, you could no longer return them. And I think that's part of the reason they made the tags so long, is that people are more likely to cut them and less likely to return them. But this is what they look like on. I'm gonna cut all these tags, pretend I don't have tags going on. But I think they're really cute, and Disney has done a good job at making their ears fit more comfortably. They're normally super stiff, but this has gotten better, and I think I could last a whole day with these, so these are really cute. I like these a lot. I do appreciate a good bow. I like them better than like these plasticky bows, but anyway. So there's item number 2, and we have one final item. You shouldn't be surprised at what I got here. I got a second pair of ears, because at $17, $18 a pair, throw the box away, how could I not? So this one is wrapped in plastic, which I am grateful for. I can assume, and assume correctly, that the tag is not dirty on this one. Again, not sure what happened with that one, but that's okay. So again, I don't know if this has a color, but it's yellow. It's got, this is the back, sequins on the back, and then another satin bow. This time the bow is stuffed, so it's got some depth to it on top of more sequins. Got a bit of a glare because I've got the ring light, but you get the idea. I do like how full the bow is. I think it's possible to have a bow that's too big, and this is probably the max size I'll go on a bow, but I just do think it's still super cute. I don't have any yellow in my collection, so adding more colors and adding more variety is something I am all for. I also like to wear solid colored ears because I tend to wear graphic shirts, so a lot of my more printed ones, like these ears here, I have actually never worn in the parks before because they don't match many of my outfits, so that's why I went for both of the colors. Same price, it actually doesn't say, but these were also $29.99, on sale for $17.99. Put these on real quick, pretend I don't have a tag hanging down the side of my head, and there we go. Shimmery, yellow, summery, super cute. I do have a trip coming up in 3 weeks now. Just under 3 weeks, actually. I have not outfit planned, but now I have 2 more ears to consider, and I might try to wear one of these. We'll see. All right, so that was all in the package from Shop Disney. I have the little package buried underneath all my stuff. This is also from Disney. I'm not gonna show you the front because it's got the tag, but just this cutie little white box. I have been looking forward to this package for quite a while now. So this is something new and exciting. Like I just mentioned, I have a trip coming up in just under 3 weeks. I'm doing what I call my self-care solo trip. I've never traveled on a full length vacation to Disney World before, but I have done solo individual park days when I was on my college program, and I love it. I also had the best time in California, like I mentioned on my work trip. I was solo there too. I had an absolute blast. So I booked just 2 nights at Saratoga Springs. I'm experiencing a new deluxe resort, renting DVC points, and it's just 2 nights. It's 2.5 days once you include travel, but because I'm staying at a Disney resort, I got discounted Magic Bands. Magic Bands used to be free when you stayed at a Disney resort. They're not anymore, unfortunately, but you do get them discounted, and I decided that I needed to splurge on the new Magic Band Plus. Because I'm going for a solo trip, I will have the time to dedicate to doing what I want to do and trying new things. So I thought it was a good time to decide if Magic Band Plus was even worth it. I have a feeling that this will not be for me when I'm on family trips. I feel like it'll be a distraction, but on a solo trip, it could be a good way to stay entertained in line or between rides when I don't have someone to have conversation with. So I opened up the box. And let's pull out this paper underneath because it's got my address and I don't need you showing up to my house. That would be uncomfortable. Here we have it. I love this box. I went with the 50th partner statue because at the very least, if I don't end up liking Magic Band Plus, I've got a great 50th anniversary souvenir. I love the detail of the box. What's different with Magic Band Plus, if you don't already know, is that this Magic Band has a lot more capabilities to it. Let's just get you close up here. Around the partner statue is a light. It'll light up as I hit touch points. It'll light up as I go places around the park. A whole list of things that I have yet to discover. And here's what the sides look like. We've got the 50th castle on the one side and the world's most magical celebration, Walt Disney World, on this side. I love the colors. I love the iridescence. I was thinking of wearing my 50th t-shirt the day that I am in the park, so this will really add to the outfit. This is what the inside looks like. When you order ahead of your vacation, they do put your name inside the Magic Band. I have a feeling they did that just so you don't confuse various Magic Bands if you all end up with the same color in your party. But I like to think of it as a customization or an engraving on the back, even though it's really not quite that special. As you saw, there is a charging spot on here, and so buried in the box is the charging cord. And it is a standard USB, and it looks kind of like this. Looks like the charger for a generic smartwatch. They do also put your name at the bottom. This was clearly designed for up to 3 Magic Bands because I'm just one person. They just have my name there on the bottom. Let me backtrack even further. If you don't know what a Magic Band is, these are your all access passes to the park, and I don't get anything with, like, your ticket doesn't come with this, but you link your ticket to your Magic Band. You link your hotel reservation to your Magic Band. Because I'm staying at a resort, I can have a credit card linked to my Magic Band, which will then charge to my room if I wanted to pay for food, souvenirs, the like. To get these full price customized like this, they may have adjusted prices. I watched a video recently. I would have to look and can confirm on the screen if I am incorrect. But when I purchased this a few weeks ago at first release, it was $55 full. $55? I'm gonna have to verify numbers, but I will add to the bottom of the screen here what I ended up paying because it was enough of a savings that I decided it could be worth it. I am gonna go out on a limb right now and say that I would not pay over $50 for one of these bands because it doesn't actually tell you the time. And from what I've heard, you have to have a full charge whenever you want to use this throughout the park. And I don't love the idea of having to charge yet another device at the end of the day because I'm already charging my camera, my phone, my Apple Watch, and I'm not taking a laptop. But if you brought a laptop, anyway, there's so much technology and old Magic Bands don't need that. But I'm gonna save all of my judgments and criticism for a different video. Right now we're just talking about the Magic Band itself. So I did get a discounted price on it being a resort guest, which is why I decided to take the plunge. So here it is. I'm so excited to use this. Like the old Magic Bands, like the, I shouldn't say old, but the non-plus, the standard ones, you can remove the puck. I have not seen any sort of accessories to use the puck separately. They are shaped differently, but I have like a keychain for the old Magic Bands, or I've seen even slap bracelets. I don't really know why you would do slap bracelets when it's already a bracelet. You can also put sliders on your Apple Watches and smartwatches, so you don't have to wear two at the same time, but I digress. I'm very excited to use this, and I will report back, like I said, in a separate video on whether I recommend it or not, because this could be a really fun adventure on my solo trip. That's what I have for you. I love doing unboxings. I love shopping, and it's dangerous, and I shouldn't have shopped, but here I am. Mistakes have been made, and we're moving on, and I will happily use all of the items that I purchased. So I appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check back on my Magic Band Plus review. I will have, I'm sure, lots of thoughts, and that'll come in a later video, probably a month from now. So give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.